Well, hello there. Let's skin this Vega with some aluminum.
I'm building a tiny teardrop camper from scratch. The Wander Tears Vaga. The goal is to get this rig ready for our family adventures in 2026.
I got a few sheets in. I got all the aluminum in for the camper. I've got the top piece here for the roof. This is the color that I've gone with, like this. It's called sky blue. And then I have another piece in the back, and I've gone through and rough cut these, although I hope that wasn't a bad decision. And I also did get the Tread Bright diamond plate aluminum piece here too, but I don't think I'm going to use that. The side pieces here, the sky blue pieces, these are in 040, and that's a nice thin enough but thick enough piece of aluminum to give enough protection and to be able to form around this. These are 063. This is a 1/16 of an inch thick. I couldn't find anything in 040 that didn't cost an arm and a leg. Even still, a 10-foot sheet of 5 foot wide, 040, 5052, this is still $180. To order it in new in 040 was $380. It'll give a lot of protection and give some more form for the curve. So my plan is, instead of having the Tread Bright down here in the bottom and having a seam here in the middle, I'm going to bring this all the way down to the bottom so that this whole piece is a curve. Okay. All right, so I was getting a little bit worried because of this gland here. This fits in here perfectly, just in here with all these wires. But I was thinking, how am I gonna attach this when this is already in there? But I can just attach it and the wires will move back and forth. And then I'm definitely gonna need some assistance with getting this in. All right, so I have a plan. I have a helper. She's playing with Arvo. He needs some attention. All right, this has been quite the adventure for sure, but we got it on. It was tough. We had to get this in and have the wire be pulled into here so that way that would fit in and that hole wasn't big enough. And this is a big sheet of aluminum, very heavy, but it's on and it's strapped in. What I'm doing for the bottom, since I can't put the trim piece on until I get the sides on and the corner trim on, is I am screwing these in. I've got 3 screws in here for now to hold this in temporarily. And then the trim that'll go on here will go right over top of these flathead screws. But this is still very, very cool. It is coming along. It might even be able to get the sides on too. Now what I gotta do is trim this to size. I've got my 2x4 clamped in. I've got a line drawn along here. There's a lot of glare from this aluminum. And I'm gonna trim this down to size so that it'll fit right to the edge of my galley. Got my new fancy face shield too. And trimmed. Next up is the side. I want to do a couple of things just to help make sure that this is going to like not flap around in the wind. I mean, there's a lot of things here that are keeping it from flapping in the wind. Like I'll have my spare tire mounted here. I'll have the door here. But just to help combat any of that, I'm going to put some VHB tape. All right, all cut out, and it is quite a mess. There's aluminum everywhere throughout the entire inside, all over me as well too. It took a little bit to get it going. It just would gall pretty bad, like right up through here, so I'll have to do a little bit of cleanup through here. Well, this side was a bit of a pain. I don't know, I got it cutting pretty good in a few spots and then it would just start to gall up, so I think that the bit is already going. But I think we got it. All right, so here is the bit, and I've already started cleaning some of this off, but it just galled up pretty bad. I think the cutting edge on this is just done. But I've got this other bit. This is only a 2 flute straight edge cut bit. Well, this little bit really worked a lot better. I didn't want to use it because it's a lot bigger in diameter, but it cut a lot better. I went through and retrimmed it and got a lot of the edges off. So next we're gonna get the ceiling, get the stargazer window, and the vent fan window. That's crazy. I got a little bit on me.
Yeah.
You got a little bit on you. We're gonna get this outside corner trim on because it's nice out and the trim is long enough where I can't really do it in the garage. We got the aluminum on. Yes. Next big thing to do is the hatch. And then the rest of the stuff is just some tidying up, getting the wiring done, getting the electrical in the front. That'll be a whole nother thing too. So this is our Vega. We're all working on this together. And I hope that this inspires you to do something together that's hard. This is really tough, but we're gonna have a pretty epic time hauling this around the country. Big milestone. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you get to make your own too. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.